Hi everyone and welcome to Fresh from my garden. Today I'm here on my terrace garden and here I have some curry leaf saplings that I grew from seed. And I had shared in videos earlier that there were curry leaf plants on my terrace that produced a lot of seeds and then I had grown those into saplings. I had also shared an update of the saplings germinating. So curry leaf plants, after they are mature and they grow for a few years, they start producing lots of flowers which turn into seeds. So, in the previous years, we have had a lot of flowering on curry leaf plants, but we never realized that they turn into seeds that we can grow into new plants, and we have accidentally pinched off a lot of those flowers. But this year, we took extra care to save those flowers and make sure that we get a lot of seeds that we can plant. So here I have in a few containers almost 15 to 16 saplings in these 4 to 5 containers. So each container has at least 3 or 4 saplings in it, and this container is not the right size for it to grow bigger. So in order for them to be bigger and healthier, they need to be repotted individually into bigger containers or into grow bags. So I'm going to separate these. So this one has three curry leaf plants. This one has four, and there are two and three in each of these. So I also have another tray in which I have a few curry leaf plants. So I'm going to separate all of these and repot them into containers individually so that they can grow bigger and healthier. Now, these are the plants that need to be transplanted individually into containers. And this is the container which has at least three or four curry leaf plants, but they are all doing well because you can see that there is a lot of new growth on all of these saplings. So, this is the best one, and this is the one that has the least amount of growth. So this tray doesn't have too much of depth or too much of soil, which is why the plants are not doing well. And this is really doing well, so I can hold on to it for a bit longer. And I'm not sure if I'll be able to repot that today. I have saved a few containers from nurseries, so I'm going to be using those containers or plastic pots and transplanting or repotting these saplings into those containers. Now, here I have a soil mixture of red soil with some compost. So, I have two parts of red soil and one part of compost. And into this, I will also be adding some pseudomonas or trichoderma. It prevents any kind of fungal diseases or pest attack on plants when they are repotted or when they are in their initial growing stages. After the potting mixture is ready, now it is time to separate these saplings so that I can plant them individually into pots or containers. And when I had planted the seeds of curry leaves, I had used a potting mixture of cocoa peat with some compost. So I am also emptying that soil along with the new soil that I have prepared, and I will be using a combo of all of this together in the new containers where I'm going to be repotting all these saplings. We have a couple of trees in our garden, like our champaka magnolia and our jackfruit tree, that sheds a lot of leaves, and we have a lot of dry leaves that we collect on a regular basis. So, I am going to use those dry leaves as a bottom layer when repotting these plants into these containers. So I have one thick layer of these dry leaves which will eventually break down and nourish these plants, and then on top of that I'm adding our potting soil and then repotting all of these saplings into these containers. Now all of the saplings that I had in small containers has been repotted, and the one in the slightly bigger container that I have here I did not repot because I don't have a big enough container to repot these saplings. Since they seem to be doing well and they have a lot of new growth, I'm just going to let it be until I find a big container or some space in the ground in our garden where I can repot or transplant them. These plants are going to be in a semi shaded spot for a few days until I start to see new growth or new budding of leaves on these plants, after which I will shift them to a spot with full sun. Curry leaves are plants that require a lot of sunlight for them to grow well, so minimum of 6 to 7 hours in the south facing side of our garden would be the right spot to grow curry leaf plants. I have shared a few videos in my channel on curry leaf plant care and how to grow curry leaves from seeds. So I will share those links in the cards above, and please do take a look at those videos on how to grow curry leaves in your garden. As I have mentioned previously in a lot of videos before, repotting or transplanting is best done during the early morning or in the evenings to reduce the amount of transplant shock, and the plants should always be watered well after they are being transplanted. If we are repotting into containers, it's best to keep them in a semi shaded spot for a few days before shifting the plants to full sunlight, which will also help the plants revive well after they are repotted into a new space or into a new container. So, keeping these small tips in mind will always be very helpful while repotting plants that we purchase from the nursery or small plants that we propagate at home. I hope you enjoyed this update on curry leaf plants from our garden. Curry leaf is an amazing herb which is used a lot in South Indian cooking and has a lot of medicinal benefits. So it's a must plant for most of us because we use this a lot in our day to day cooking. Please do share in the comment section below if you are growing curry leaves in your garden and how important this plant is to you. I would love to hear all about it in the comment section below. And don't forget to support us by subscribing to our channel and also watching our videos regularly. Please stay tuned for more updates from our garden, and thanks for watching Fresh from my garden.